If you thought September was jam-packed with blockbusters, then October ups the ante even further. Not one, but two eagerly anticipated horror remakes, a long-awaited sequel to one of BioWare's most renowned franchises, the first paid expansion to Blizzard's hit action RPG looter, and lest we forget, a new Sonic experience with a darker twist. Check out 15 of the biggest new games launching in October. Until Dawn Remake. Before it dabbled in horror anthologies and that one underwhelming Dead by Daylight crossover, Supermassive Games had its big break with Until Dawn. It's getting the remake treatment, launching on October 4th for the PS5 and PC, courtesy of Ballistic Moon. Rebuilt from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5, it features improvements to character models and textures, liquid physics like, say, blood splatters, effects, facial animations, and more. There's also a new third-person camera providing an alternative perspective on classic scenes, new areas prompting new interactions, and even a reworked prologue. PC players will have to suffer mandatory PSN requirements, but if you're interested in Supermassive's best work yet, then Until Dawn's remake could be worth it. Silent Hill 2 Remake. Counterpoint, wait 4 more days and experience Bloober Team's remake of one of the best horror games ever. Silent Hill 2 Remake arrives on October 8th for PS5 and PC, with other platforms, they know who they are, having to wait another year. The story of James Sunderland as he ventures into the mysterious Silent Hill at the behest of his deceased wife is intact, as is the series' iconic fog and horrors like Pyramid Head. However, almost everything else has seen an overhaul. A new third-person view and combat mechanics, new enemy attacks, changes to enemy locations and items, more buildings to explore, and the list just goes on. Whether it lives up to the original or not, Silent Hill 2 Remake looks to prove itself. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 Remake. Of course, if neither of the previous two options works out, there's one more remake, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8. Based on Koei's turn-based strategy from 2001, it features a revamped aesthetic, new features like Tales and Destiny, the latter altering events significantly, and the option to play as any officer, with the total number raised to 1,000 from 600. Unorthodox? It doesn't offer the over-the-top hack-and-slash action of Dynasty Warriors, but Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 Remake is still worth checking out for fans when it launches on October 24th for the PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and the PC. Throne and Liberty. A new free-to-play MMORPG? In this economy? Technically, Throne and Liberty was meant as a sequel to Lineage and announced as such in 2011. Plans changed and it morphed into the current game, which launched in December in 2023 for South Korea. It's coming to the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 1st, bringing its mix of castle sieges, massive PvP battles, combat styles, and even transformations to North America, Europe, and Japan. Will it stand out and offer a fun new experience? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. You'd be forgiven for not remembering the ending to Diablo 4, especially with how its big bad turned out. Venturing to Nahantu to search for Neyrel, the Wanderer encounters new enemies, dangerous new locations, and the Spiritborn, a new friendly faction that joins the fight. Players can choose the Spiritborn as a new class, harnessing different spirits and elemental properties to annihilate their enemies. Regardless of how the story turns out, Vessel of Hatred promises tons of new content, from new mercenaries with unique skill trees, the return of rune wards, and a new co-op activity, the Dark Citadel, to master. It launches on October 8th for the Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, and PC, alongside a free update that overhauls progression, introduces new skills per class, and much more. Starship Troopers Extermination. Arrowhead Game Studios' latest update for Helldivers 2 appears to have dragged it out of an unfun state. However, if it's another co-op-focused alien bug-stomping shooter that you want, then Starship Troopers Extermination may just be the ticket. Exiting early access on October 11th and becoming available for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC, it features a new campaign starring Johnny Rico from the original film with 25 missions. This is on top of all of the base defense, fast-paced first-person shooter combat, 16-player co-op, and extraction that makes the current product such a blast. Undisputed. Amid all of its sports titles, it's a shame that Electronic Arts hasn't brought back Fight Night. Until then, Steel City Interactive's Undisputed will have to fill that gap when it exits early access on October 11th for PC, while also becoming available for the Xbox Series X and S and PS5. Featuring over 70 fighters, multiple traits and attributes, over 60 punches, and a career mode with champions from the World Boxing Council, World Boxing Organization, and the International Boxing Federation. It could very well be worth the wait. Post-trauma. October isn't just about highly anticipated sequels and blockbusters, it's also prime horror season. If Silent Hill and Until Dawn aren't enough, Red Soul Games' Post-Trauma launches on October 29th for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC. It sees a train conductor, Roman, trapped in a bizarre world and attempting to escape, solving puzzles and escaping from horrifying monstrosities. While it channels old-school survival horror titles with its fixed camera angles, Post-Trauma offers various control types, from modern style to tank style, for a truly classic experience. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. Those seeking something scary based on a film franchise might want to check out A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. Picking up right after the murderous aliens arrive on Earth, players control Alex Taylor as she attempts to evade their cruelty and protect her loved ones. The focus on not making any sound, avoiding unnecessary contact with the environment at all costs, and even retrieving inhalers makes for some tense gameplay. Whether it translates into genuine scares or a memorable story remains to be seen, but it's out on October 17th for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and the PC. Unknown 9: Awakening. Reflector Entertainment's Unknown 9: Awakening is out on October 18th for the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC after being announced in 2020. The action-adventure occurs in the 19th century and stars Haruna, who possesses unique abilities tied to the Fold. She seeks answers while fighting off a dangerous organization known as the Ascendants, who have sinister plans for the Fold. With the ability to cloak, possess enemies, and slip into the Fold, Haruna will traverse the globe, visiting India, Portugal, and many other locations. Even if the gameplay could use some more polish, the setup is intriguing, and we're curious to see how it pans out. Europa. If an adventure with a more animated art style is your thing, Future Friend Games' Europa is an option. Launching on October 11th for the PC and Nintendo Switch, the story sees an android, Z, venturing through Jupiter's moon, Europa. With utterly gorgeous environments to discover secrets, the gameplay mixes exploration, platforming, and puzzle solving, combined with a mystery that could make for a more emotional tale amid all of the serious offerings this month. MechWarrior 5: Clans. Suffering a slight delay from October 3rd to the 17th, Clans is the other half of the MechWarrior 5 experience, the first being Mercenaries from 2021. It features a standalone cinematic story where players participate in Operation Revival after graduating from the Smoke Jaguar program. With your customizable battle mech and numerous options, including an overhauled mech lab and hardpoint systems, you harness new weapons, upgrade pilots, and lead your squad to victory. With dynamic destruction, the same brutal, grounded combat fans know and love, and support for up to 5 players in multiplayer, MechWarrior 5 Clans could be a dark horse when it launches for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Sonic X Shadow Generations. Sonic X Shadow Generations offers a remaster of Sonic Generations, which features a greatest hits compilation of 2D and 3D Sonic levels from across the series, up to 2011. However, the main attraction is the standalone campaign starring Shadow the Hedgehog, which sees him battling the mysteriously resurgent Black Doom. Shadow sports new powers and traverses areas from his memories, whether it's venturing through Kingdom Valley from Sonic 06 or battling through BioLizard from Sonic Adventure 2. There's a lot to look forward to and some excellent re-renditions of classic tracks when Sonic X Shadow Generations launches on October 25th for the Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Life is Strange: Double Exposure. Max Caulfield, protagonist of the first Life is Strange, returns in Double Exposure. Located at Caledon University, she settles down and finally feels comfortable after a long time. Unfortunately, when her new friend Safi is murdered, Max attempts to reawaken her rewind powers and instead opens a portal to a parallel dimension. Not only is Safi alive in this world, but things are significantly different all around. Time is ticking down, however, and Max must locate her killer before it's too late again. With intriguing mechanics and puzzles that facilitate carrying over items between dimensions, Life is Strange Double Exposure offers another compelling supernatural mystery. It's out October 29th for the Xbox Series X and S, PS5, PC, and the Nintendo Switch. Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Last but certainly not least is Dragon Age: The Veilguard, the first new title for the series in almost 10 years. While Solus, the Dread Wolf, is a wild card, you have 7 companions to join your cause, each with distinct abilities and skill trees, unique quests and motivations. Unlike Inquisition, Veilguard offers a mission-based campaign with real-time action RPG combat. Players can choose from 3 classes, each with 3 specializations, and command 2 other party members, setting up combos and destroying enemies accordingly, with a tactical wheel available to plan everything. With an immense scale, gorgeous visuals, and a promising story, Dragon Age: The Veilguard could be BioWare's long-awaited redemption when it launches on October 31st for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.